Hey everyone, Creative Venus here. This looks amazing. But before moving further, let's watch this video.
If you are a designer and looking to sell your designs, then Master Bundles is one such marketplace. What's amazing about Master Bundles is that it has only 50% commission from your sales and moderation is very easy. Started in 2021, Master Bundles is a beginners friendly company and growing fast. Master Bundles does the marketing and SEO optimization of your products to make more sales. Also, you don't need to create or rent your own shop since you will have your own store at the marketplace. Master Bundles has many categories that you can cover and be noticed by thousands of regular clients as the competition is much lower than on the other marketplaces. You can also withdraw your profit starting from 50 USD any day of the month via Payoneer or PayPal. On Master Bundles, you can find these amazing categories, be it graphics, fonts, add-ons, templates, and stock content. So let's go to templates and click on presentation and PowerPoint templates. Here you can find these tags. So let's go with business. In the search results, you can find these amazing business PowerPoint templates which you can download. So as a graphic designer, if you want to sell your designs, graphics, templates, or any creative content, then you need to first sign up. And this is the page where you can sign up. Once you have signed up, then you need to go to this sell your deal page. Here you need to add information about the content you want to sell. So for example, here you need to add the product title for your master bundles. Then here you need to add the preview images of the graphic or the content you want to sell, and here you need to upload the zip file, and you can see the max limit here, it's 4 GB. After that you need to add the category under which category you want to sell the content. So here you can find these add-ons, fonts, freebies, graphics, stock content, and templates. And then you can also subcategorize your content. After that you need to decide whether you want to give it for free or it's paid. So here you can add the prices, and if you are not sure what kind of price you want to set, then you need to click on this auto pricing. Then master bundles auto pricing will take care of it. Here you can add media information, like if you have some video about your content, then you can upload that, or you can add YouTube URL here, and you can add the properties like color and the file types here. And after that you can add some preview images. Max limit is 28 items. Similarly for Pinterest, you can add the images here. And here comes the product description. You need to write a very unique product description here, and minimum 150 symbols should be there. After that you can add few product tags here related to your content, and here you can customize your search engine listing. It's very important and it will help users find it very easily. And then you can click on publish, and your content will go under review and it will be live. So if you want to browse through the graphic designs, or you are interested in any of the graphic designs you want to buy, or as a graphic design you want to sell your content, then check out the link in the video description.
So let's begin with the tutorial. The very first step is to insert a line, and here we will use 36 lines. So place this line at the left, go to shape effects, and increase the width of this line so that we can easily see it on every device, and change the cap type and joint type to round. And now we will duplicate it and make sure it is aligned to the right of it. Now keep pressing Ctrl D to duplicate it 35 times, so we need total 36. So I am counting while duplicating. So here I have placed the color palettes, 36 color palettes in the gradient form. So let's fill the gradient color in the line. So under line, click on gradient line and select this top to bottom gradient, and we need only 2 gradient stops, and pick eyedropper tool and pick the first color, the left color, and fill on the left gradient stop, and pick the color from the right and fill on the right side of the gradient stop, on the right gradient stop. then delete the first color, then select the second line and with the help of Format Painter apply the same format on all these lines so that it will be easier for us to fill these gradient colors. Now select the second line and pick the color from this color palette and fill on both the gradient stops. Make sure to pick the color from left and right side of this color palette that I have placed. So these are images and I have collected these gradient images from various online sources on Google Images. I searched for gradients and there I found these different gradient colors. It took me some time. With the help of snipping tool, I took these small screenshots of these gradient colors and pasted these on this PowerPoint slide. So here the steps are repetitive, so I have fast forwarded the video. I've increased the speed of the video because it will take some time, and you can see. So the first 12 lines are done. Now let's do the next 12 lines. Total are 36 lines, so we have 3 sets of 12 lines and 12 colors. Again, one by one, let's fill the gradient colors on the next 12 lines. And similarly on the last set of 12 lines, pick this third set. So I hope everything is clear till now. We have filled gradient colors in these 36 lines. Now you need to change the height of each line. Make sure each line has a different height. Just do it randomly, pick any line you want and just increase the height or decrease the height. Make sure each line has a slightly different height, or it can be same, but make sure they are not stacked together. So I'm just randomly selecting the lines and increasing their height or decreasing a few. Although this slide design is very easy, but the process is lengthy and the steps are very repetitive. So you have to be very focused and be very patient while designing such slides, because the result is very beautiful. So let's increase the height of this line. So I'm just trying to pick a line which has the same height as some other line in this complete arrangement. Now select all these lines, align center, align middle, and group these together. And you know how to group. Control plus G, align center, align middle. So we have these 36 lines stacked on the top of each other, and here you need to start rotating each line by 5 degrees, but in order to help you understand, let's do it by 10 degrees first. So we will do 12 lines not 12 but 18 lines by 10 degrees, and then the next 18 lines by 5 degrees. So select the line, rotate it by 10 degrees, so keep on increasing by 10, like 60. Now select this line and go to rotation and rotate it by 70. Keep on doing it until you will reach 180 degrees. So we have reached 100. Again select the line, so only two are left for 160 and the last one is 170, because the 180, the line at 180 is already there. Now we will again rotate these lines. We have 18 lines left. We will rotate these by 5 degrees and you can see the space is now very narrow, and that's what we need. And you have to do it again until you reach like 175 degrees, because this half is 180. So why we have selected 36 lines? Because it's maths, because this complete circle is 360 degrees, so 36 lines, so that's why. There is another way of doing it. Just to half the circle, select all the lines and then just duplicate and flip it vertically or horizontally. You can also do that, but I'm just following the detailed process so that you can understand it. The process is lengthy, but it's very easy. We are just changing the angles of the line by 5 degrees each, and in the end you will get this kind of a flower. Just select all these lines, slightly increase the height and width. Now we need to change the background color, because we need the background to be little dynamic. So let's insert this circle at the center. Remove its outline and fill gradient color, and we need a 3 stops gradient. On the right gradient, pick a slightly darker gray and you need to kind of adjust these gradient stops from left to right. So we've used this color flow, very dark gray on the right gradient stop, light gray on the first, and white color in the middle. Now let's go to shadows, and you know how shadows work. Increase the blurriness and the distance. Make sure transparency is above 70%, otherwise it will look harsh. Again, duplicate, create a smaller circle, and this time we will fill white. Always use the align option. And meanwhile, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do that. This will really help us, and share this video with your friends and colleagues. And now we have selected all these lines and applied this grow and shrink animation. Now select all these animations, effects options. First of all, change the size to like 120%. Click on auto reverse, go to timing, repeat until end of the slide and press OK. And now you will see it's growing and shrinking. But now to add a beautiful animation, we need to adjust the timing on each of these straight connectors or these lines. So you need to individually select each line and change the duration. Keep it random, but make sure each has a different duration. It can be same for some of the lines, but make sure largely it should be different for each of these. You can keep it between 2 to 7, totally up to you. So these are 36 lines, so it will take some time for you, like 1 second on each you have to spend to change the duration. So you can see for few lines I have kept the duration same because I'm doing it very fast. Mostly are within the range of this 3.25 to 3.5, but it would be great if you can increase the duration and make sure that each line has a different duration. Select all the animations and start with previous and see how it works, and I think it looks really beautiful. Now let's add an overlay, and for that you need to insert this rectangle, and we will fill this gradient color because in the background we want to add a nice image, and over that image we will add this overlay with some transparency. So we will fit some nice stock image here. This plexus driven image looks nice. Now extend the height and width of this layer and send to back, and then increase the transparency on either both the gradient stops or one at the center, so that the background is slightly visible. Now create another circle and place at the center, and then we will remove its fill. We only need its outline, a gradient outline, and we will fill a very heavy gradient. When I say heavy, I mean it will have certain numbers of gradient stops, not 2, not 3. Let's add like 8 or 9 gradient stops. Let's go with 8 and pick the colors from these lines, any color, and here you can find the colors under recent colors. Just pick some colors from here with the help of this eyedropper tool or these recent colors. So I'm just confused which color is not filled yet. So let's pick one from here, and I think on the last one we should pick yellow. Yep, but the colors are not showing in this circle. So let's find the issue here, that the colors are not showing. Alright, I got the problem now. We need to change the gradient type. It should be linear. Currently we have selected the path, that's why the colors are not showing, because for a circle the path is towards the center of the circle, but with linear we will get to see this gradient fill. And now you can adjust the gradient stops to make sure all the colors are visible on this circle, and after that you can reduce the width. I think this much width is fine, it looks good because the colors are visible and the colors are very vibrant and very pleasing. Now insert this hollow circle, remove its outline and place it at the center, and we will then send it to back. Fill white color and increase the transparency above 80% or 90% so that it's barely visible, and send it to back. And you can increase the width of this circle like this, and it looks really beautiful. Now duplicate this circle and further increase its height and width. Align center and align middle, and change the color to white. This time let's use white, and then slightly reduce the transparency so that we can see the difference between two circles. Again duplicate, further increase its height and width. Make sure you have pressed shift and send to back. Adjust its width. Further adjust the transparency if you need. I think we need to make it larger like this, and adjust the transparency. Now select all these connectors, and let's do one thing. I'll show you what else you can do. Just got this idea. Let's first increase the width. So this is how you can increase the width, and you will see this kind of result. And let's go back to the original width that we wanted. So this is the original width. So it's totally up to you. I prefer thin lines, and then you can also change the begin and end arrow types. This is how it will look. So let's pick this circular starting and ending node. Now make sure these circles are at the back, but this overlay is also at the back behind these circles. And if you're confused, always go to this selection pane on the right. And here I've added grow and shrink animation on both these circles. Go to effects option and make sure it's like 110 or 120. Auto reverse, go to timing, repeat until end of the slide, press OK, and now you can see the output. Both these circles are animating at the same time because the duration is same. Change the duration for one of the circles and you can see the output. Both are behaving differently, each line is animating differently. That's the beauty of it. Now let's add some text and then we will animate this gradient circle as well. So quickly you can add any text you want. You can also show percentage and you can be very creative here. This is a slide where I've kept only single circle, but you can create two such circles, one on the left, one on the right, for showcasing different stats. For example, 25% growth and 30% sales. This is how you can do it. You can be creative, you can try different styles, animations, shapes. So that's how you can do it. And I have written subscribe, and if you haven't, please do that. If you're watching this video, please subscribe to our channel. And some handwriting font I have used. I think this one looks fine. Brush script empty. Then insert another circle and write the channel name, Creative Venus. Center, increase the font size. I think black needs to be changed to something lighter. This looks fine. Now we need to remove these circles from these lines because I don't like this much, but if you can do it. That's why I've shown this thing to you. This is a kind of trick that you can apply, but I like it simple, basic. Now insert this rounded square and make it more rounded and rotate it like this and place it at the center. Remove its fill. We only need a gradient outline with two gradient stops. Remove the additional stops and pick any two color. I will always go with blue purple or blue red, blue orange. Increase the width so that it's visible. Duplicate. First let's do its placement. Align center, align middle, and we need two such rounded squares, but let's first place this one. Go to animation, apply spin animation under emphasis, and in the spin animation you need to adjust the options. First of all, start with previous so that when you will run the slideshow it will start automatically, and auto reverse is not required because it will spin continuously to in the clockwise direction. So this looks fine. Click on it, press Ctrl D to duplicate, slightly increase the size, then go to align center, align middle, and run it or spin it anti-clockwise. And you can also change the color here for both the gradient stops. Now let's take a look at the animation, and you can see here it looks really beautiful, amazing. Now let's add the animation on this circle at the center, this gradient circle, and we need spin animation, and you'll see how this is behaving. It looks amazing, very sci-fi. Start with previous, go to effects options, go to timings and increase the repeat like until next slide, until the end of the slide. And you can also change the duration. That's slightly increase the duration so that it looks smooth, and this is the final output. I hope you will like it. This is a lengthy video, but it's worth it to achieve such kind of animation. So you can use it for your business presentations, or if you are in school or college, this will look amazing and you will get some good points from your teachers. So we will see you guys in our next video with something more crazy. Till then, bye bye, enjoy, and do not forget to download it from the G drive link provided in the video description.